Alright guys, just doing this last video on interest minimization. It's going to be the last technique that you can use to reduce the interest you pay on a home loan. And that technique is going to be putting in a lump sum repayment off the principal. And as before, we've mentioned for all of these techniques, this really depends on whether your bank allows you to do that. But just imagine, say you borrowed $500,000, you're going along making repayments, you run into some money, and say you put in $1,000 to off of that, you can definitely reduce the amount of interest you pay using this technique. So this video is going to be all about running those questions. So here we are again with that base example, $500,000 loan, 25 years, 8.5% per annum, charge monthly, so it's compounding 12 times a year, and you're making fortnightly repayments 26, okay? And as we've gone through these videos, we've changed one little thing to see its effect on the amount of interest paid. And so we found for this, straight up, this is the basic loan, you're going to make $1,854.69 per fortnight payments, and the amount of interest you pay is $705,548.50. And we found that those previous three techniques have all changed the amount of interest paid in various ways, some better, some worse, but they've all reduced the amount of interest paid. Now this final one, unfortunately, is the most complicated, okay? It's going to have quite a few components to the calculation. Let's say you made a lump sum payment on the principal after 5 years, and you paid off $1,000 of the principal. So basically, there's two parts to finding the answer to this. You need to find the amount that's still owed at the time of the payment. And so after that, you know what's left to pay off after the 5 years. You take away the lump sum, so in this case it's going to be $1,000 from the amount still owed, and that serves as the loan that you're paying off for the remaining number of years. So if after 5 years you're making the lump sum payment, well, this loan goes for 25 years, so after 5 years, you're going to be paying off the rest of the loan over 20 years, okay? But it might be shortened because you've made a lump sum repayment off of the principal. So let's do that first step, okay? So TVM, we're doing the first step, and this basically, we can label it as the amount owed after 5 years. Okay, so N after 5 years is going to be 5 times by 26 because you're making fortnightly repayments. 5 years times by 26. That comes to 130. The interest rate is 8.5%, that's normal. PV, well, the loan was $500,000. What payments were you making? They were $1,854, but negative because they're payments from you, 0.69 to 2 DP. You can probably have that left over, left in your calculator from the first calculation. Often the questions will be like that. FV, that's what we're solving for, because we are trying to work out how much is owed after 5 years, which is the FV, the amount still remaining to pay after 5 years. See how this is the same TVM setup? It's going to be the same TVM setup as here. The only difference is that we've changed N to 5 years worth. So it's going to be telling us what's left to be paid after 5 years. And PY and CY, as before, 26 and 12. So I'm going to solve for FV, alpha solve. And that tells me negative 463,934.97 to 2 decimal places. So the payments are the same as before. You're not changing anything with that. But all you've worked out is amount left owing at 5 years is $463,934.97. Okay, so that's the first section of this loan. Okay, now at 5 years, $1,000 is paid off the principal. So we're up to this second step where you're subtracting lump sum from the amount still owed, and then you're going to do another TVM setup that is basically another loan, which is for the remaining balance of the loan after you've taken away that lump sum payment. So that's why I put this star here. See how we're doing it in two parts now? We've worked out how much is left owing after 5 years. We need to work out how long it's going to take to pay off the rest of this loan. So 5 years paid off the principal. If you had $463,934.97 left, and you're paying off $1,000 from that, well, this would be how you work out how much is to be paid off after that. 463,934.97 minus 1,000. So if you pay off that $1,000 from the principal that's left over, you're going to have $462,934.97 left to pay off on the loan. So left to pay off. All right. And so how do we work out how much time is left over on this remaining part of the loan? That's what you're doing here. Find the N for the remaining balance of the loan after the lump sum payment. Well, the loan is going to be exactly the same setup, except for you're only paying off the remaining amount. So your TVM setup should be all the same, except you're solving for N because you're working out time left. So this is going to be for TVM debt after lump sum. Alright, so N is what we're solving for because we've changed a bunch of parameters. We want to work out how long there's left on the loan. The interest rate was still 8.5% per annum. Now, you have just worked out that there is only 462,934 left to pay off of the loan for the rest of it after you've made that lump sum repayment. So that is what PV is going to be. PMT is the same as before. It's the same loan setup, so it's going to be negative $1854.69. FV, well, we're assuming that you're going to finish off the loan like that. Payments per year going to be 26, and it's still compounding monthly. So let's solve for N. So interest 8.5, PV is going to be $462,934.97. Payments are still negative 1854.69. FV is going to be 0. Alright, so solve for N. We get an N of 517.08 to 2dp. Because PY and CY are different, this is related to fortnight, so it's 517.08 fortnights to pay off the rest of the loan. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is show you the difficult part here, if none of that already hasn't been difficult, is finding the interest paid on this loan setup. It needs to be done in two parts, as we said here. It's harder to find the interest rate. It's harder to find the interest paid, because you need to do it in two parts. You need to do the part before the lump sum payment and the part after the lump sum payment. Alright, so let's go with the before. Interest paid, two parts, before and after lump sum. Alright, so before, interest. You should be trying to use the PMT times by N minus PV formula. That is correct, okay? But you have to think a bit harder for this first section, because you're not paying off the whole loan, so you're not going to be taking away PV. What you need to work out is how much was actually paid off of the loan in the first 5 years, okay? So in the first 5 years, you went from 500,000 to 463,934.97, all right? So 463,934.97. So amount paid off in first 5 years was 500,000. That's what you started off with, minus minus the 463,934.97. 463,934.97 that you worked out was owed at the end of 5 years. So 500,000 minus 463,934.97. You actually paid off $36,065.03 paid off in first 5 years. Alright, this is just the first step in finding the interest paid. In 5 years you made how many payments? In 5 years you made 130 payments of $1,854.69. So we're finding the difference between the amount you paid in total and the amount you actually paid off of the loan. Okay, so total payments were 1854.69 times by 130. 54.69 times 130 payments. That comes to $241,109.70. Okay, so you paid in total $241,109.70 in the first 5 years, but only $36,065.03 of that went to paying off the loan. So the difference is actually the interest paid. So interest paid first 5 years is $241,109.70 minus $36,065.03. 36065. So that comes to $205,044.67 interest, and that was for the first 5 years. Alright, so that is one step in this whole setup. Now we need to work out the interest paid in the last, how many fortnights did we say it would take? Well, we said the remainder after the lump sum is going to take 517.08 fortnights. Last 517.08 fortnights. Alright. So, you can now just use the I is equal to PMT times by N minus PV formula here, because you're basically just doing a straight up home loan. You're trying to pay off the remainder with payments until it comes to 0. So 517.08 payments. I is equal to 517.08 payments, and those payments were $1854.69. And you're taking away PV, which for the last part was 462,934.97. 462,934.97. So the interest is going to be, let's work out how much you paid in total, times 517.08. So in total, for the last 517.08 fortnights of the loan, you paid 959,023.11 in repayments, and you're taking away the last part of the loan that you're trying to pay off. So 462. You are going to be paying 496,088.14 interest for last 517.08 fortnights. Alright, so like I said, this is going to be the hardest probably calculation you're going to be doing in this topic. You've worked out the amount of interest you're going to pay in the last bit of the loan. You worked out the amount of interest you're going to pay in the first 5 years of the loan. That was before the lump sum payment was made. So the only thing you need to do, if you had a question where what was the total interest paid for this home loan, you just have to add those two numbers together. Total interest paid is going to be 496,088.14. That's the interest paid after lump sum, plus the interest paid before the lump sum, which was $205,044.67. That was the interest paid before lump sum, $205,044.67, for a total of $701,132.81 interest on loan. Alright, so that is the end of that calculation. If we compare, we've got 701,132.81 total interest paid if you paid off $1,000 of the loan 5 years into it, and that's compared to, it's quite a ways away, $705,548.50. So you can see it does have a slight effect on the amount of interest paid. Not a huge amount, okay, but it still shows that it is advantageous to, if you run into some extra money and you're not sure quite what to do with it, it's always good to use it to pay off the principal on your home loan and reduce the amount of interest that you pay. So that is the very last method on reducing interest paid on a home loan, and I will see you on the next video.